If I told you, there was once a room made entirely of gold and amber, a single chamber worth over $500 million today, built for kings, admired by emperors, then stolen during the chaos of World War II, and it vanished. No confirmed location, no recovery, no proof of destruction, just one of the greatest lost treasures in history. This is the story of the AmberRoom, a masterpiece of wealth, power, and mystery that disappeared without a trace. In the early 1700s, master craftsmen in Prussia created something extraordinary, a chamber unlike anything the world had ever seen. Its walls were covered in glowing amber panels, 6 tons of it, amber carved, polished, and assembled like a golden mosaic. Gold leaf framed every surface, mirrors reflected the light, gemstones shimmered in candlelight. This was not simply decoration, it was a statement, a display of imperial wealth and absolute power. Originally built in Prussia, the room was later gifted to Peter the Great of Russia, a diplomatic gesture between empires. When it was installed inside the Catherine Palace near St. Petersburg, it transformed into legend. Visitors called it the 8th wonder of the world. When sunlight touched the amber walls, the entire chamber glowed like fire. This wasn't just art. It was hidden wealth placed on display for the world to admire. But the AmberRoom represented more than beauty. It symbolized power. Throughout history, rulers understood something simple. Wealth is influence. Kings didn't just conquer land. They showcased riches, grand palaces, golden thrones, treasures beyond imagination. Because the richer the display, the stronger the empire appeared. This was imperial wealth, not personal luxury, but political strategy. Like Augustus Caesar in ancient Rome, rulers used wealth to project dominance. The AmberRoom was Russia's shining symbol of prestige, until war changed everything. In 1941, Nazi forces invaded the Soviet Union. As German troops advanced towards St. Petersburg, curators tried to hide the AmberRoom. They attempted to dismantle it, but the amber had grown fragile with age. Instead, they covered it with wallpaper, hoping to disguise it. It didn't work. Nazi officers recognized its value immediately. Within just 36 hours, the entire room was dismantled, panel by panel, crated carefully, shipped to Königsberg in present-day Kaliningrad. There, it was briefly displayed once more, and then it disappeared. As Allied forces closed in during the final months of the war, records stopped. Some say it was packed away again. Others claim it was moved onto a ship. Some believe it was hidden underground. But since 1945, there has been no confirmed sighting. The AmberRoom simply vanished. And that is where history becomes mystery. For decades, treasure hunters have searched across Europe. They've explored underground bunkers hidden beneath forests. They've descended into abandoned mines. They've scanned secret tunnels. They've even searched the wreckage of sunken ships in the Baltic Sea. Every few years, a new theory emerges. Some historians believe the room was destroyed during bombing raids. Others argue it was deliberately hidden, waiting for the right moment to be recovered. A secret treasure, a hidden artifact, possibly the greatest lost fortune of the 20th century. Even today, explorers continue the search. Because if the AmberRoom were found, it would instantly become one of the greatest treasure discoveries in modern history. So why does this story still captivate us? Because it combines everything that fascinates humanity: lost kingdoms, mysterious treasures, forgotten empires, historical fortunes beyond imagination. The AmberRoom represents something larger than itself. Throughout history, rulers have used wealth to shape power, from Mansa Musa, whose riches stunned the medieval world, to the legendary treasures of King Solomon, to the vast war loot collected during World War II. Hidden wealth has always influenced the course of history, and sometimes it disappears. Experts estimate that if the AmberRoom were recovered today, it would be worth more than $500 million. But in reality, its cultural and historical value would make it priceless. It belongs among the greatest legendary fortunes ever created, not just because of its materials, but because of what it represents. The intersection of wealth and power, art and politics, empire and ambition. This is not simply a missing room. It is a symbol of how history hides its greatest secrets. So here's the question. Was it destroyed in the chaos of war? Is it buried in secret tunnels beneath Europe? Does it lie at the bottom of the sea? Or is it still out there, waiting to be discovered? And if someone finds it, who would it truly belong to? A nation? A museum? Or would it become the greatest hidden gold story of our time? Because history doesn't just record wealth, sometimes it hides it.